When looking for RC products on the web, check out rcdeal.com. This segment is sponsored by rcdeal.com.
Hi, DJ with Offner Racing, showing you the unboxing of our new 4x4 SC truck. The new truck is called the Nexx10sc. New truck in our lineup, third 4x4 in our lineup. Of course, 4x4 short course is still one of the bigger things out there, and of course the short course class is the biggest thing racing in the States. So we came up with our third kit, and we're going to show you the differences between this kit and our predecessors. Okay, so we'll open up this box. We'll get in here. The first thing you're going to notice about this kit is a clear Lexan body that you're going to have to paint up yourself. Of course, decal sheets are already in the box at the very bottom, but the best thing about this one now is this is a full-size short course body. This will fit the Hyper 10 SC if you needed to, but it is designed for the Nexx10 SC, and of course will fit the jamming car too. Full size so that you can use the aftermarket wheels and tires that are 2.0 and 3.3 wheel designs on there. So you won't have any problems fitting this body onto any other car out there on the market. Of course, some people like the way our bodies are designed. So if you have, say, an associated car, you'll be able to put this on there too. So clear Lexan body, ready to go. Just shoot it up and paint. All right. Next thing we'll get into is the boxes in the kit. Of course, the boxes in the kit have small parts in there, and also the tires themselves. Of course, you're going to see a little bit of hardware in there, a camber adjustment tool, because the turnbuckles in here, all the turnbuckles are adjustable camber links on there. So steering, camber, and some other units that might be in there, there's a tool in there for that. Okay. Also, your wheel hex tool is also in this box. Second one is the tire box, and in the tire box themselves, like I said, will be full-size tires, and you're going to see inserts in there, of course, foam inserts. And we're going to look at one of the wheels here, and we're going to show you this because I already made this up. Of course, that is the new full-size wheel and tire, and that is a double spoke arm wheel on there. Really nice looking wheel. It looks really realistic, and it also is really high impact, so it's got a really good inside rim structure in there for those really big jumps and hard impact crashes. So, tires in the box already. Of course, the chassis itself is an 80% roller, and it will already have the wheels installed onto the unit itself, and that is your 80% unit that you're looking at right there out of the box. The shocks are already built, oiled up, ready to go, and the 3 differentials in the kit are already oiled up and ready to go. So as I move the box away and we get a better perspective of the car, you're going to notice, of course, the car itself. The biggest feature on the car is the front suspension, and on the front suspension itself is pillow ball. Of course, it has been tested by Chad Bradley, and he liked the way it felt. It had a really smooth cornering setup on it, and it handles a lot of high-speed cornering on there on the pillow ball setup. Of course, if I turn the wheel to the other way, you're going to notice that it uses a universal on the front. So the binding is there isn't really that much binding to go with the car. If you're looking at the front suspension still, you're going to notice that it has a front sway bar, and also on the rear it will have a rear adjustable sway bar. So as a racer kit itself, sway bars are always a necessity. Of course, this is a full racer kit itself. You're going to notice as it goes through the back, you're going to notice a CNC motor mount on there, also with a composite spur to go with that oil-filled differential. Dry shafts down the middle, of course, they're solid steel on there for those heavy impacts. And you're going to also notice that on the servo saver system, it is an adjustable servo saver system, which is located right here. Of course, let me get a little better angle on it. Okay. Servo saver that has a spring-loaded system in there. So if you have a servo that might need a little bit of tension taken out, you'll be able to adjust it here on the top by this hard-coated nut on here. Or if you need a little bit more aggressive steering on there, you can also tighten it down for more adjustability. The front and rear of the car, of course, have high-impact bumpers on there. Of course, the rear is a bigger bumper on the back, and the front also itself is high impact on there. So if you have those nose dives or any kind of rolls or solid straightaway impacts, you'll be able to resist that. Of course, on the body mounts themselves, they're also adjustable for any type of body. If you decide to go to an aftermarket, you'll have some adjustability on going high and low on the chassis itself. The center of the car, of course, is where the electronics will be mainly located on there. You're going to notice that there is a receiver box that is enclosed on there, so you can keep your electronics clean on the receiver, so you can prevent that glitching from the receiver getting some moisture in there. Of course, the transponder system is also easy bolt-on the outside, so you don't have to worry about that. The wiring is real easy into the box itself, and the instruction manual shows you how to do that. Of course, on the rear plate itself right here is the speed control system where you're going to place it. Of course, Chad Bradley likes to set up here being placed everything on the top. When it comes down to maintenance and the differential setup on it, he just pulls the whole center diff out along with the electronics and cleans the structure of the car with a little simple green and so on. Of course, chassis braces themselves are composite. That keeps the car firm in its place. And also the battery itself, I will turn the car over to show you what the battery setup is on there. Of course, we're looking at a hard-coated flat chassis right there. Of course, all the screws are all countersunk on there, so you prevent any dirt snags or anything like that or getting caught on the pipe. Of course, the composite spur you're seeing here in the middle. Now, for the battery itself, you're going to notice that there are 3 hole locations for the battery. That is for battery bias placement on the car. Of course, you have, if you want more front steering, you place it in the front, and so on in the rear, if you need more rear traction, or in the middle for a more neutral setup. The battery itself will be roar-approved battery packs in the car kit itself. Of course, there's a body clip that retains the battery in its place, and it'll be basically safe to contain, so you won't have any high impacts that will hurt the hard case itself or soft pack battery. The mud flaps, the mud guards, I should say, or stone guards, I should say, are also a new redesign. Of course, they are a lower setup on there, and they also offer a little bit more better balance towards the middle of the car because they are more narrow on the car themselves. So even though you might get a high impact and somebody might want to T-bone you or drive you really hard, these stone guards themselves will prevent that, of course, keeping some of the dirt off the drivetrain. So a really good setup on this car, a lot of new redesigns for this Nexx10sc. And the other thing that we forgot to mention in there, and I just need to get through that, is the hard-coated aluminum shocks with the white springs. Of course, those are full race springs themselves. And they are fully loaded with oil on there, so they're ready to go. The only thing you have to worry about is just mounting your electronics and your servo, dropping in the battery, and gluing the tires and getting going. So that's what we have for this as a hollow chassis, of course. This is the roller. We'll show you the kit itself, fully painted with it fully assembled. Of course, the electronics still need to be the item that needs to be in place. Of course, that is our body that has been done already for the kit. Of course, like I said, full size. Now you don't have to worry about the tires. You got a lot more clearance on the car itself, front and rear. So from those big jumps and landing impacts, you won't have that problem. Of course, our tires are even big as it is. The chassis itself, when you're looking at it with everything on there, you're going to notice nice good clearance at the very bottom of the car. Of course, my whole hand is underneath there, and the tires are already loaded on there. And of course, the wheels themselves, which will also be available as a separate item for you to purchase if you want to slap some Proline wheels on it and make it look even better. That's what we have, the Nexx10sc 4x4 short course.
This show has been sponsored by rcdeal.com. So remember, rcdeal.com for your RC auction and web store needs. It's rcdeal.com.